Hi there, Pasha is here. In this video, I would like to talk about homeostasis, how I understand it, and to discuss whether it's a good thing or bad thing and what we can do about it. So when I say homeostasis, I mean the state of body and mind where everything is in balance, everything is in harmony. That's the state of the basis state of body or mind. And when something happens to us due to external factors or something within, usually it's external factors though, we can get off. We get worried, we get upset if it's mind problem, or we get fever, we could get high blood sugar level, etc., etc. And when those things happen, our body and our mind find ways to return back to basis, return back to the normal harmony state, the balance state, the homeostasis state. However, what I found to be really interesting is that this balanced harmonical state of mind and body is not necessarily good. It's just balanced, it's just stable. And I think when we're born, we have a built-in set of instructions, right? Instructions for the body, how it should be, for the mind, how it should be. And yet, as we grow up, those instructions happen to fail us. And if that happens frequently enough, or I guess enough times, then a new balance status or homeostasis state is achieved. So I will give you two stories from my personal life about how I think, where I found a wrong homeostasis, a broken homeostasis. One of them would be the body story, and one of them would be the mind story. And the second story led to quite sad, unfortunate events. And the first story didn't, but the key point here is that what we think is normal, what we used to live with, could be not very normal, could be actually not good for us. So, story number one. A very close friend of mine, who I know for many, many years, he told me that he was jealous of me when we were kids because despite the fact that he's taller than me, I am 174, he's 190 something, and when we were eating the same meal, he was getting fat and I wasn't. So he was envious of me because I could eat a lot and he couldn't. Well, I mean, we both could, but I would still remain fit and healthy and he would become fatty and unhealthy. So he claimed that to be my high metabolism or properly working metabolism being the key to success of my good fitness despite overeating, right? So again, the situation was that we have been eating the same food. We basically went to the same resort, let's say. However, I could eat all that food and be fine and he couldn't. Now, thinking about that, and analyzing my health condition and going through some testing and some exercise and some discussing this with doctors, what I came to realize is, in fact, my body does not digest food very well. What it means is I consume the same amount of food as my friend does, but the net output, the net value of that food being absorbed into the blood, into the my organs, into the systems, is lower than his. And when you think about that, it doesn't sound like an advantage for me. It's actually a disadvantage, right? So instead of taking benefit of the food that I consume, I throw it to waste in a larger proportion than my friends body would. So again, suddenly I started to think about my body as one having a deficiency rather than advantage over my friend's body. And then I thought, whoa, okay, what if this came as a response to overeating? What if this new balance basis line, the homeostasis of my body, wasn't like that my entire life, and it happened to become like that after certain events in my life? What if overeating or not properly eating, which was, by the way, the case in my childhood, I had a gastritis, really bad chronic gastritis. So what if that disease turned my balance upside down, and instead of digesting properly, I just feel hunger, and if I get extra food, it just goes through without being digested properly. So again, I think it's my belief that my body has this new balance of digestion and food intake and food net output, which is stable, but it's not good. Why is it not good? Well, imagine my food is lacking certain vitamins like B or D, and I take those vitamin supplements. And it would be great if my food was digested properly, but because it's not, the vitamins that I take are not digested properly either. So should I take 3 times more vitamins, 5 times more? I don't know. That's really difficult problem to solve, because overtaking would lead to other problems like kidney stones. So I don't want to do that. And yet I want to raise my vitamins level to proper level. So anyway, ultimately, I would much rather have the body of my friend that when I eat something, it just digests it and it's using, what's being given, rather than mine, which is damaged in some way. And second story is about mind homeostasis. It's a little more dramatic and challenging to talk about, but I think I can. So let me try. Both of my parents are very non-conflicting people. I don't remember them arguing about anything ever. Maybe one time or a couple times, but seriously, on a span of 20 something years that I lived with them, that I seen them every day, couple arguments are just nothing. So I certainly possess the same trait. I certainly am the son of my parents, so I do also have this quality of not being able to talk about things that bother me, not being able to raise an argument, not conflict avoiding quality. So I do have conflict avoiding quality because I'm afraid of conflict or whatever. It doesn't matter. And then when I was married the first time, what happened is there was this lack of argument and conflict avoiding problem where I would dislike something about my partner, but I wouldn't be able to raise it up and talk through those things. And I found myself coming back to computer games. Eventually, it didn't happen right away. But in computer games, I was able to win, defeat somebody, become, relevant and dominating, I guess. I always played competitive games. And at the same time, I was growing the dissatisfaction of my partner about me, but also dissatisfaction of me about me. So why is it important? In my head, one of the core values is justice. Everything has to be just. If you did something wrong, you have to, compensate somehow, maybe apologize, which is a good way, by the way. But not everybody mastered the skill of apologizing. And because I need everything to be just, I think I have been creating this sequence of, okay, I judge my partner, I cannot talk to him because I avoid a conflict, therefore I will go ahead and do something that I will judge myself. And this way we got a new baseline, the new basis, a new homeostasis. So it's been like that for years. And what happens when you don't talk through your problems with your partner for years, when you hide from problems in games, when you reach the new stable baseline like that, well, marriages don't go well in those scenarios. And that did happen to me, and we did get divorced. I just want to say one more thing before finishing this video. Think about yourself. Look at your body. Listen to your body. Look at your mind. Listen to your mind. Try to find what doesn't seem right. You would find yourself being okay and normal and comforting, but maybe there's something that doesn't seem right. And if you catch something like that, try to find what balances it out. Try to find what other trait is off balance, just so that those two traits are in harmony. This is a very interesting exercise. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will try and respond, provide me feedback. Any comments appreciated. Thank you so much. Peace.